Hydra is a 1990 released arcade game by Atari. In Hydra, you play as a macho courier delivering some of the world's most valuable or dangerous substances. Sounds easy if it wasn't for the thieves trying to steal your cargo. To help you on your way, you have been issued an experimental speedboat to navigate the rivers and seas in order to deliver the goods by sea. There are 9 levels in total, with most looking the same. These days Hydra doesn't look very nice, and if the truth be told, it looked crap back in 1990 compared to what Sega were pumping out at the time. Still, Hydra is kind of fun. It plays very much like Road Blasters, but on water. You even have to keep your fuel up, otherwise it's game over. Your boat is equipped with a standard gun and the ability to boost, or more like fly, with the amount of time it spends in the air. After each stage, you can also buy additional powers for your boat, such as an Uzi or shields. These will come in handy, as it seems the population of the world now lives on the water and are out for you. Hydra is fun, if not a little mind-numbing in long doses. So the first port we will look at is for Atari's 16-bit home computer, the ST. The presentation is pretty well done. Most of what's found in the arcade game can be found here, which is always nice to see. It's just a shame that the gameplay is pretty bad. Obviously there's the push up to move forward, can't be helped, and the fire button shoots. Which again is to be expected, but how the hell do you jump in this version? You know there's something wrong with your game when the controls are not obvious. It's not the space or enter key, as they are used to cycle between the specials. It's not the J key either. In fact, I have no idea what key it is. Still, it's not like knowing would save this port. The developer hasn't bothered with the controls, which is no surprise when we realize ICE Software were behind this one. The turning circle is very slow and shallow, making it difficult to avoid anything. It also makes targeting oncoming enemies more tricky than it should be. It's just as well that the stages are far shorter than the arcade version. Sadly, Hydra on the ST isn't very good. Following on from the Atari ST, we have the Amiga. This fares a little bit better than the ST version, with the use of what seems to be more colour, smoother frame rates, and better audio. Sadly, all the exact same gameplay mechanics are present. I did manage to jump once though. No idea how I did it, but I did. Also, noticed if you hit a ramp and fall down, you can also stay in the air longer. How on earth I managed to jump without a ramp the time I did is a mystery though. ZX Spectrum version here, and as to be expected, it's total ass. Even back in the day, this would have been ass. You can clearly see how bad the collision detection is. My shots go through the enemy 90% of the time. Hitting them is just potluck. The controls are horrible as well. Twitchy as hell, and again collision detection is an issue. Why do the enemies have hitboxes the size of a flea, but the player has one the size of an elephant? Complete garbage. I was expecting the Amstrad CPC port to be a poor ZX Spectrum version, but I'm very happy to say that it's an original port, and a hell of a lot better than that found upon the Specky. It's colourful, controls better, and has collision detection that works, somewhat. That's not to say this is a fantastic game by any means, but at least it is playable. Just like the Specky version, you don't seem to be able to select your starting stage, unlike the arcade original and the Amiga and ST ports. Hydra also made its way onto the Atari Lynx. The Lynx is suited to a game like this thanks to its built-in hardware scaling, but that still doesn't mean we are going to get a good game. While this is probably the smoothest of all versions, it does look rather messy due to the low resolution of the Lynx. The playing area is also rather cramped, making it tricky to maneuver out of the way. If a little more care was put into the playability and stage design, I think the Lynx port could have been a winner. As it is, it's standard at best. And let's take a look at all those versions of Hydra running side by side.